In this video, I'm going to do a review of the brand new Holley Sniper EFI Xflow. And then later, I'm going to compare them to the Super Sniper 650 and the regular Sniper 650 to figure out which Holley EFI is right for your application. So what we have here is the brand new Holley Sniper EFI Xflow. And the big difference with this unit is that it goes up to 800 horsepower, naturally aspirated. Whereas a normal Holley Sniper 650 EFI is 800 CFM. This is 900 CFM, supports up to 800 with four 120-pound fuel injectors, where the Sniper 650 and the Super Sniper 650 only have 100. They have four 100-pound injectors. So that's the difference right there, along with this cool design, where it looks kind of like a Dominator carburetor, how it's all milled right there, compared to just a standard Holley, where you can see the throttle. They're very circular. They look like big circles, not a lot of CNC machine work, but these are machined down so you can actually see that you get a lot better airflow as well. And it looks like, got the IAC right there. So the Holley Sniper EFI Xflow 900 CFM, supports up to 800 naturally aspirated, is pretty good. Now this unit has everything that you want. You can have 3 programmable sensors. You can put in an oil pressure, you can put fuel pressure, you can put dome pressure, nitrous pressure, whereas the Holley 650 standard, there is none of that. You can't add any extra oil pressure, fuel pressure, anything. So that's one of the reasons why this Xflow is better, and the Super Sniper is better as well. The Holley Super Sniper 650 is better because you can add inputs. Now, granted, the price is $1,200 compared to the Holley Sniper is $1,000. So for $200 more, you're going to be able to add custom sensors, which is a big deal to me. I personally would love to do that. Now, one of the drawbacks of this system, and it's not really a drawback, but okay, so let's say you buy this and your engine goes up to 700 horsepower. Now this is a perfect Sniper for an engine that is 700, 750, 800 horsepower compared to the 650. Now 650, the Sniper 650 will support the 700 horsepower, but it will decrease its output a little bit on the top end when you're 7,000 RPM trying to make that 700. It'll decrease it a little bit. But this 800 horsepower naturally aspirated will be perfect for a 700, 800 horsepower motor. Now, one of the drawbacks of this 800 horsepower, the EFI Xflow, is it includes a 2.5-inch clamp-on oxygen sensor kit. Now, why would an 800 horsepower motor have an exhaust that's 2.5 inches in diameter? It wouldn't. It's going to, most likely, 99%, it's going to have a 3-inch exhaust. Now, is that a big deal? I mean, you can always buy, a weld-on bung sensor for $5 off of eBay. But if you wanted to use this clamp-on, it's not going to work for a 2.5-inch exhaust. It's not going to work for a lot of people. And so you're going to have to buy the 3-inch clamp-on, and that's going to be another $30. Is that worth it? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to me. And this also requires an external fuel pressure regulator. Okay, so let's see how much an external fuel pressure regulator is. It's 12, part number 12848. I'm just going to do it over here. 12848. I bet this is like $100. $180, yeah. So this Holley EFI Sniper is pretty badass, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, this thing is badass. It's milled, but it says it requires an external fuel pressure regulator up to 800 horsepower. So now you're going to have to buy a $180 billet EFI bypass fuel pressure regulator. Okay, now that's kind of a Debbie Downer right there, if you ask me. But let's see. So this one does not, because it has a built-in one. So an OEM fuel pressure regulator for years of dependable service. I'm going to go back, and the Sniper 650 does not. The Super Sniper doesn't require it either. I know for a fact it doesn't. Okay, so upon further investigation, you can see you definitely need a fuel pressure regulator. So the gas is going to flow from the pump, it's going to flow into, it's going to flow out, and then it needs to go into the fuel pressure regulator so that I can set it at 60 psi and then back into. So that's a drawback of the Xflow that I didn't realize, is that you will need a fuel pressure regulator. Now, granted, there are ways you can probably buy cheaper ones, but with the Super Sniper and the Sniper 650, you don't. They're already built into it. So now, if it were up to me to buy a new one, I personally would buy the 650 Super Sniper, and just because it has 3 programmable sensor inputs that can data log while I'm drag racing, because I want to measure my fuel when I'm racing. I want to measure my oil pressure and fuel pressure, dome pressure, or nitrous pressure. I mean, those are very important to monitor, while you're data logging. Now, if you wanted to do the X, what is this one called? The Xflow, pretty cool, and it's got better design up here, and just to me, the Super Sniper is worth it, because it's a couple $100 more, $200 more. But you have advanced features that the regular Sniper 650 doesn't have. In conclusion, you really can't go wrong with any of the Holley Sniper products, in my opinion. Yes, the fuel pressure regulator is an extra $180, but guess what? Horsepower costs money, right? The more horsepower, the faster you want to go, the more expensive it is. We all know that. Now, for the regular person out there, the regular Sniper 650 would work wonders. If you want to add on to it in the future, maybe the Super Sniper 650 is right for you. But if you have a 750 horsepower, motor, maybe you need that Xflow, and the Xflow is pretty darn good. But you just keep in mind, you do need an external fuel pressure regulator. So if you like this video, if it helped you out at all, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and give me a comment below. And if you want more reviews on something else, let me know. Talk to you then.